Hi guys, I am back in a pretty good game in the Edinburgh. We're on two brothers, starting over in the east. As you probably know, I do like starting in the west, especially if I'm starting on the south side. Those little three islands that can give me a whole load of cover leading up to the A cap, and it gives me cover to shoot anyone who goes around the corner. But in this game, I'm starting to go east. This little low piece of land that you can see in front of me right now is usually quite useful for hiding behind. I'm going to hide behind there. Problem is, I don't have much cover overall. Boats can go quite far over to the east, meaning I don't really get the cover I want. And you'll see that this game doesn't start off amazingly well. There's a Benson, but I'm really looking at the Pensacola. I usually take a pot shot at the Benson. Maybe I can get something there, but as you can see, detected straight away. Probably that Fubuki over in the distance, but I do go into cover. However, there are planes, there's a CV in this match, and I am spotted. Now, the best way not to get hit when I'm spotted while staying in a decent location is getting right close up to the island, and hopefully that means no one will be able to shoot at me. So I go right up close. No one's focusing on me yet, and I do have the cover of the island, which is usually quite useful. However, two guys have now focused on me, and I don't want that to happen. So before anyone really starts doing any damage to me, I pop my smoke. Maybe this wasn't quite required, but I wanted to be safe here. Now, the reason why I want to take this game into account specifically is because I had a decision to go cap D or go back down the channel, because I went up the middle of the channel because our guys on the western side had a pretty good run, not contested. The whole entire team went over towards D, and our team at D did get slightly decimated. So I was thinking, okay, well, I want to go back behind them while the enemy look forwards and forget where they are. So I decided to turn and go down the channel, and I'm going to go over towards B. Now, after this, D was captured by the enemy, and they were moving around towards C, and I was just about to go towards D, and then one of my teammates says, go back down the channel, there's a guy coming down the channel. I thought, well, what do I do? Do I kill boats or do I cap? Capping is usually the best thing, but for some reason, I don't know why, I did decide to go back. It was Edinburgh versus Edinburgh, and yeah, interesting game. Anyway, so I'm heading down the channel, which is not a bad idea. I am in a cruiser, which does give me the opportunity if any DD does come down here, which is quite unlikely. I'll be able to, take advantage of that, kill it off. The channel does give me cover as well, which is exactly what you need in a British cruiser. And the distance we have an AFK Z23. That's probably the best way to play Z23, AFK. It wouldn't make much difference. Yeah, so I decided to take a couple of pot shots here. Just throwing some shells over the top there, might as well. Makes no difference to me. Get a couple of thousand damage in there. Right, so moving up, there is a Bismarck, a Nuremberg, and what's that? Scharnhorst. These are the guys coming into here. Now I'm going to use the cover of these islands here to start attacking them. There's the Bismarck off there. He becomes a real pest, to be honest. And here's the Nuremberg. Nice broadside. Should be able to take a lot of damage out of him. 6,000 damage. It's quite nice. He does the right thing. He starts moving up. Oh, he hasn't moved up yet. Yeah, good. Now he's moving away. Another 6,000 damage in him. Nice, easy opportunity. They can't really do anything against me. And then now I'm going to take on the Scharnhorst thing. He's the most broadside guy here. That is the most important thing. You need broadside ships in order to do the most amount of damage. There we go. More than 7,000 damage in one salvo. Again, he's angling away from me, but giving the broadside to my enemy, which is a good thing really, because it means he'll be easy to kill. I'm going to use this smoke for the full duration. I think I do. Can't remember whether I do. Well, I should be doing. Well, at least until the Scharnhorst isn't a threat anymore. Or once my guys have started moving it in a bit further. Still attacking the Scharnhorst. He is, although now, I was expecting him to send torpedoes down here. This is why I've moved behind here, meaning only my front turrets can shoot forwards. I want to make sure these torpedoes don't get me. You can press C to change your camera on, say, the back turrets versus front turrets. And it doesn't look like he has sent torpedoes down the channel, which is good. This is usually one of the cases where I think he hasn't, and then he has. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to start moving out. It seems to be that only the Scharnhorst is the real threat here. The Bismarck is quite far in the distance, so I'm just going to start attacking the Scharnhorst. I don't believe that I'm the biggest target for the enemy, seeing as I am totally forward facing on, although I do think he does start firing at me. I think he does. I think he fires HE at me, which I guess is the right ammo, but two guys are focused on me. Don't know which ones they are. Well, obviously it must be the Bismarck and the Scharnhorst, or it could be something else, but yeah, two guys are focused on me. All that HE missed, which is great. I'm not too worried if firing HE because I know that the worst that can happen is take out a couple of my turrets, and he will be unable to do that much damage to me, which is good. I decided to stop to confuse him. He's probably aiming a bit further down, so he'll probably shoot a bit too far forwards. Just varying my speed, always the right thing to do. This Bismarck is now moving a bit closer into range, and he is very, very, well, more broadside, although no, he's not going to be any more, which is rather frustrating. So yeah. Oh, and just to notice, there is a Kiev in smoke just around the corner, and that's what you see running across my bow is the Kiev HE. So the Kiev is alright, a decent player, he knows what he's doing. Smoking up and then just harass. And our team has lost a lot of points. We have more caps, but we've lost a lot of boats. We've lost 7 boats to their 4 boats. But luckily their CV is dead, which is always a bonus. But we do not have the major advantage at all. Anyway, so I'm still attacking this Bismarck. It's the only one I want to do. I do want to see if I can start having a look at the Kiev in the smoke, but I don't want to come too far out. I don't want to be the main centre of attention. These BBs are a little bit scary. Plus, the Kiev can spot me, and I can't spot the Kiev. So I would like to say, and then if the Kiev knows how to use the AP, I will die very quickly. So that Kiev is still harassing our allied DD. I think it's the allied DD. And there we go. There's the Scharnhorst gone. The Bismarck is still there. How frustrating. But now it's only 1 boat. I've decided to go forwards, although British cruisers do take a long time to stop going backwards and start going forwards. Rather frustrating. We're now 2 caps each. We are 100 points ahead, despite the fact that we are down on boats. And then here we go. Nice Kiev. Now, I wait to the perfect time so I know where he's going, and then I start firing. Not quite good enough lead. Did get 500 damage on him, which is okay. Not too bad. Now this is the point where I have a decision. You can see behind me now, there is a cruiser, which is in Edinburgh, moving down into the channel. Now he's going to come up and try and cap and take on our BBs at this head. I do send my torpedoes down there and give a salvo off to him. And I get a nice bit of damage in there. As I'm moving off, he can't really do anything. And there we go. 4,000 damage, not too bad. Already on 60,000 damage. And the Kiev says, Ardley, your nemesis is coming up the valley. Kill it. Don't run from it. I'm like, okay. Does mean I do have to completely turn around, which is rather annoying. And it does mean I'm going to miss out on all the XP I'm going to get from capping. I do like capping. Capping gives you XP. XP means you get to level up faster. Bismarck, might as well take a few pot shots at this Bismarck while it's here. It's pretty broadside, not too bad. Right, so Edinburgh, I'm coming for you. 1v1, full health Edinburgh versus a full health Edinburgh. And I'm thinking, okay, if I'm not going to cap, I want you guys to cap. And there's the Edinburgh's torpedoes. I'm glad I missed those. Telling my guys to cap. We can only win if we start capping better. I mean, I know we're ahead in points, but we are down on boats because our team did do a better job in capping. And I'm like, cap, 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 cap. Please cap. Right, so here he is shooting the... What is it? One of our battleships. I decided to put on my hydro. I want to get first view of him. I know it's going to take less than 1.5 minutes to find him. So I put it on relatively early. I don't know what the distance is. I can't quite remember. But it does give me also heads up on torpedo. Luckily, I didn't have to adjust my course to avoid it, but it could have been worse. So, moving down, I'm going to get a first shot. I'm going to stay bow on, meaning that he won't be able to do anything. And here he is. He's detected. Straight away, 2 citadels. Now I'm detected, because his smoke's dissipated. Again, 4,000 damage. He's got a full broadside. And 1,500 damage. And one thing I did notice here is, look on the minimap, another battleship coming. And this is going to be pretty close. So I was trying to get my torpedoes off. I only have 1 torpedo. Oh, what happened there to a torpedo? Right, 1 torpedo hit. And I take him out. Oh, that was tough. And now, got a Nagato coming at me, which is quite insane. I should have popped my damage heal. Should have remembered that. I do pop my smoke, but I'm detecting he's too close. He's too close. So, and I would love to have torpedoes, but I don't have the torpedoes. How frustrating. I've only got a small amount of time until he starts doing it. I do pop my hill now, and I'm getting myself a little bit broad. I want to get my full broadside onto him, and I'm trying to reverse around the back of this corpse of the Edinburgh. He's going to be my saviour. He's going for the ram. He's going for the ram. But at the very last second, the Edinburgh saves my life. The corpse of the Edinburgh saves my life. And I'm just thinking, I've got to get as much stuff into him as possible. And yes, shoot into his superstructure, take him out. Wow. Edinburgh and Nagato destroyed. And then the chat is like, whoa, nice one, Ardley. Damn, good job, you the man. So now I'm going to go back down towards C. We are now behind on caps. Luckily, our guy is capping D now, which is good. And there's a Colorado moving around. This is where it becomes difficult. A full health Colorado versus me with only 23,000 health. We also know there's a DD down there. There is a DD down there because we can see there's torpedoes being fired at that Colorado, who is now dead. So, they probably know I'm here, which is not a good thing. But the only way I'm going to defeat this Colorado is if I can get my torpedoes out to him before anyone else. So I'm going to place my ship so the torpedoes can just get around the corner. And as soon as I see him, luckily the BB is coming around there. So here we go. I know where he is. I'm going to drop them roughly around that location there, and I'm going to start moving back. Those torpedoes should hit. I doubt the Colorado is going to change too much, and then I'm spotted. Now that does mean I'm able to get my guns off towards him. My front turrets can do it. 7,000 damage, not too bad. And I had to go, okay, fuck it. I have got support from my BB. Let's go in there. Let's go in there and attack him. And I do get 1 torpedo on him. And then the second torpedo, high caliber, 134,000 damage so far. And there we go, taking him out, and he's taking a big fat shot at me. Down to 3,000 damage, 4,000, he's repairing. And here we go, only need a couple more shots, but I'll take him out. I want to stay broadside, I do not want to give him my side at all. And I get the kill. With the help from my battleship, I take down a full health Colorado at 146,000 damage. So I must have done basically all of it. And then, unfortunately, the enemy Fubuki decides to send his torps out. 2 torps takes me out, and that's me. How frustrating. I would have loved to have carried on, got the cap, killed the Fubuki, and took on the Pensacola. It would have been an absolutely fantastic thing to do. So that was rather frustrating. But yes, and this game did get very close to the end. Unfortunately, the Gneisenau did move out of our cap, but it did take out the DD, which is hugely important. It's now 1v1. So I'm just saying, just get the goddamn cap. Get the cap. I'm trying to see if I can... There we go. Yeah, so I'm saying to the Gneisenau, which he is flooding, clearly flooding, get in the cap. Don't die. They have the advantage in caps. He could win out this game, possibly, because the enemy team is gaining 3 times as much XP as what we're gaining, and I would not want to lose this one. Ah, yes. Yay, got the free. So, somewhere around here, in here somewhere, is the enemy Pensacola. What our Gneisenau does, cleverly, I think you'll see it soon, is he does send out his torps, which is a good thing to do, knowing that the Pensacola has signalled that he is in there. So now we do have a chance. The Gneisenau could easily die. He's on 13,000 health, so it's not much. And here's his torps. And we're looking for the Pensacola. And here it is. Pensacola's coming charging down. Right thing to do. The only way the Pensacola knows he can win is by taking out the Gneisenau. He's on 14,000 health, but I do believe the Pensacola will be able to do much better if the Gneisenau is broadside, which it is, which is very frustrating, and moves into the torpedoes and last second avoids them. That would have been a good kill, but it's not that easy. Gneisenau does have a secondary advantage, which is very useful, but the Pensacola's got a lovely great big broadside. Not a good idea. Tinned Cup, you should have not gone broadside, and the Pensacola knows what he's doing. He's going as much broadside as he can. Only one more shot, and there we go. We win the game. Now let's get on to the results. Fantastic game. Let's go to the results. Okay, so looking at the main results page, 435,000 credits, absolutely brilliant. 8,400 XP and 1,600 free XP. 146,000 damage, 280 hits, which is quite a lot, I might say. 3 torpedo hits, 3 kills, 2 citadels, and 51 secondary hits. Not bad at all. And then we're moving on to the team results. 2,200 XP, which is pretty good. I like getting above 2,000. If I get above 2,000, I do feel I played well. Gneisenau came second, so well done to him. Could have lost it. Maybe he shouldn't have gone broadside, but either way, good job in the Gneisenau's part. Pensacola came top of his team, so always nice to say Pensacola was top because Pensacola is crap. Looking at the damage, the detailed results, did quite well, of course. I did 27,000 damage with with my torpedoes, and even managed to get a bit of flooding and 1 fire, although it was put out straight away. 46,000 damage on the Colorado, basically took out the entire boat. The Edinburgh 30,000, and the Nagato 13,000, and a whole lot on the Scharnhorst, Nuremberg, and the Bismarck. Finally, looking at the credits and XP. Overall, 10,000 Commando XP, always nice to get that much, and 336,000 profit on the credits. Overall, that was a pretty exciting game. It was going to be relatively boring to start off with. Didn't really have a plan, didn't really know what I was going to do. I wanted to find myself in a good position, and the channel, for once, came up to be the best option. In general, the channel is a trap. You never want to go down channel because they can easily focus you. You're usually going to be taken out quite quickly. But for me, the channel worked amazingly. And I managed to take out 2 guys without losing too much health. So, great match. Really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think. And I'll catch you guys later.